mean.
Cannot seem to find Nicole's address.
What are you playing?
So we can
While I'm vlogging?
I really want it.
I truly cannot decide.
It's a very good book besides the sauciness. What is your favorite type of pasta?
She can't have pasta.
I can't have pasta. Fancy camera is great. As you guys can probably tell, Nicole's here. Well, we are doing our weekly Friday get together where we work on our respective books. I edit, she writes. We've been pretty productive this time, I think. Maybe? Not? We haven't? I have. I deleted quite a bit just now.
I've written a little bit.
To be fair, she's been distracted slightly by figuring out how many words I've deleted from my book.
And it's exciting. So I've not told her this yet, so I'm gonna look at her.
Let me have it.
Well, you started out, your original was 321,000 words. Your first edit took you down to 317,000, and you had deleted a total of 4,160 words. So not very good for a first edit.
No, I'm not surprised for a first edit though, because I was pretty tentative to delete much. For those of you who have no idea, this book was written when I was 19 when I first started writing it, and it's just been evolving over and over and over, getting better and better with time, but also longer with time because it's been written over the course of over 10 years. It's longer than it should be for a young adult fantasy novel. What is it supposed to be for a young adult fantasy novel? What did we say?
Between 90 and 120,000, but she's aiming for 180.
That's being optimistic, let's be honest. But I have quite a lot to edit and to cut from the book, and it's proving very hard. They really call it Kill Your Darlings for a reason, because everything feels precious.
Well, you are now down to 314,000 words, so you've deleted a total of 7,281.
I have more work to do.
I mean, you are down.
That's the bottom line.
7,000.
I know, but...
So that is good. I mean, you have a lot more. You've got to cut sections.
Sections! Big sections! This is what I have to put up with every Friday.
You need me to be this blunt.
No comment. The truth is I do need Nicole. I do need her, but...
Because I'm awesome.
Sometimes...
I know, I'm mean. I accept that. But you know what? A little bit of meanness is necessary.
She's like that tough love coach.
You need it.
I don't need it.
You need it.
No.
You need it. That little pout tells me you need it. Agree with me. Does she need me to be tougher? Yes! Thank you for agreeing.
I love that there was no option. There was no option B. Just agree with me. Thanks for agreeing. Before I delve back into chopping up my beloved book, I wanted to give you guys a rundown of what the weekend holds. Nicole is stuck with me for 2 days.
It's torture.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Torture.
Yeah, I'm really hard to hang out with. Really high maintenance.
You see that camera? It's a little intimidating.
What we're gonna do today involves writing, per usual. But tomorrow we're gonna do this really cool thing that I love to do every year, and I'm dragging Nicole along. It's called Vintage Market Days of Dayton and Cincinnati, I think. There's 2 or 3 huge barns worth of multiple vendors that sell some really cool stuff, and most of it is not allowed to be filmed, mainly because the vendors want to protect their creative and unique ideas and not have other people steal them. I totally get it, but there's one vendor that I asked permission to film her stuff, and I'm really excited because she said yes. So I can't wait to show you the cool stuff that she has in her booth, and we're gonna go visit that tomorrow. Are you excited to spend the whole day with me? I'm offended at the hesitation.
Little diva.
Oh, that hurt.
Divas is not bad necessarily.
Use it in a good sentence.
My niece is a little diva. She's all princessy and cutesy and just
there's a negative connotation.
But it not always.
In this instance, was there a negative connotation?
No!
I don't think I believe her, do you? You're looking it up. She's Googling. She's Googling. Is diva a good thing?
Why being called a diva is a compliment. See, that is the first result that I got. I'm clicking on it.
Because multiple people have asked it thinking that it is negative. That proves my point. The question wouldn't be asked if people thought it was positive. Who had a grandpa for a lawyer? This one.
If you were a diva, then you were doing something right with your life. You were intimidating and fabulous and hardworking. Good for you for working as hard as you did to receive the title of a diva. Google.
And on that note, we're gonna get back to work.
Time to face my dragon.
Have you killed it yet?
It's so hard. Really sad.
Questions you ask your author friends. Have you killed your dragon yet?
We seriously need to make a list of these.
We do.
Oh my gosh. Loves, it's the next day and I'm hurriedly trying to change out my purse. I'm gonna be meeting Nicole this morning at her house. Uh-oh, my wallet is too big. I really didn't want to take this purse. I wanted to take this one because I never wear it and it felt like it would go with my outfit. Who else doesn't clean out their purse enough so that when you actually do, you're like, how did all of this junk get in my purse? I'm gonna quickly get all of this gathered up, brush my teeth, get my shoes on. I'm still wearing those Soothies shoes that I ordered forever ago. Maybe I didn't say it on a vlog, maybe I said it on Instagram, but they are the most comfortable shoes. They're so overhyped, by the way. I see them advertised everywhere, but there's a reason for the overhype. It's genuinely one of the most comfortable shoes I've ever worn, and I'm very particular with shoes. They're just so nice. Anyway, I'm gonna be wearing those because there's gonna be a lot of concrete floors, a lot of walking. I'll film what I can, but last time we went, there was a policy of no photos, no filming, because the artists and vendors want to protect their creative ideas so that nobody steals them. Totally get it. But there is one vendor that I have asked permission to film her booth, and she has graciously agreed. Her name is Allison, and her booth is adorable. If you are a bookworm, if you love reading, you're gonna love her booth. But that's all I'm gonna say about it. You gotta wait till we get there. So I'm gonna stop chatting to you. I'm gonna hurry and finish getting ready and then go meet Nicole. Well, we're off to a great start. My GPS cannot seem to find Nicole's address. Literally says, cannot find search results for insert address here. Dad's waiting at the window to wave. Bye. Beep, beep. That's our family tradition, by the way, if you didn't know. Ever since we were kids, we would always wave to each other when someone left, and they would always honk the horn. My grandparents did it, my relatives did it, my immediate family did it, and now I do it as an adult. It's just habit by now. I'm gonna turn the camera off and see if I can find my way to Nicole's house. This is ridiculous. We are trying to park and we are in the back. We are in the back of the property. We are the farthest you can go.
No, there's like a couple rows behind us.
I'm sorry. Okay, I am at 884. I just gained 14 steps by driving. That was weird.
Because of the bumping.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
so about 900 steps. Let's see what we're at by the time we get up there.
We have parked in the boonies because even though we arrived early, it's still crowded here. We're gonna have to do some walking.
Woo-hoo.
Nicole is more excited about the walking than I
get
am.
steps.
By the way, good morning.
Morning.
Do you have anything that you were looking for specifically?
Bellows. Camera.
Oh, old-time cameras. Yeah, you passed that up last time.
I did. I didn't have money then. I have a little bit now, so I'm hoping I can find one.
Yeah. Old cameras are fun to collect, even if you don't
I've got a
use them.
collection already.
I know, I've seen it.
It's beautiful.
It's pretty substantial. I think I'm gonna look for ornate gold frames. That's always something I keep an eye out for. What are you playing?
It's a weekend.
While I'm vlogging?
They can't see it.
And then, of course, we're gonna go see the one booth I mentioned earlier that has all the bookish loveliness. Oh, but while we're sitting here, I asked 4 questions on Instagram, and I've saved them and haven't actually answered them, so I thought we could answer them throughout the day, and you can help me answer them.
Okay.
What literary character do you feel are most similar to your personality?
Ooh.
So you can answer for yourself, and I'll answer for me.
Could you give me a heads up on this? I have no idea.
I don't even know either.
I can say Disney character. I guess that's in part of, she's in books. I would say Belle, because of her love of reading and adventure.
Are you a sucker for bad boys with a heart of gold?
I like Heart of Gold.
I have zero idea. I don't think I've ever read a book where I'm like, that is so me. The only one I can think of, and I feel like this is sort of a basic answer, but I really identified with Elizabeth Bennet's sarcasm.
You are sarcastic.
Her wit and her sarcasm, not that, to say that I'm witty in any way, but I'm very quick with sarcasm once I'm comfortable with someone, and it always surprises people. Lots of it. But I read somewhere that she's considered the most complicated female character that's ever been written.
Seriously?
Yes, that makes no sense. The only reason she's complicated is because she's sarcastic the whole time. Apparently that makes you complicated, so does that make me a complicated individual? No comment.
See, I got good comebacks. I'm on a roll this weekend.
Because you continually hang out with me.
You are not a good influence.
I never claimed to be. We'll do one more and then we'll start heading toward the barn.
Start walking.
I'm sure you've already answered this in a vlog, but what is your favorite season overall and why?
Fall.
Same. I like different seasons for different reasons. I love summer because it makes me happy. It's like,
Ugh.
I know that sunshine is going to be there. Excuse me? Ugh.
I hate summer. It's too hot and you sweat all the time. I hate sweating.
But
I love working out. I love being outside, but I hate the feel of sweat on my skin.
I like it because it's all the happy memories. It's pool parties.
Do that in the springtime, just get a little chilly.
You might as well take an ice bath.
They're comfy.
Okay, we're differing on this.
Yep.
I would say summer is my second favorite just because that's my happy time. Shush! It's my turn to answer. Summer is so much fun because it's warm. I think of childhood vacations. I think of playing in the pool when I was little. I just love sunshine and everything that entails. But I will say from an aesthetic perspective, autumn is my absolute favorite. I love the clothes you wear in autumn. I love the colors that autumn brings. I just love everything about that. It's very cozy and warm and reminds me of cozy drinks and those kind of holidays where you spend with family, and I like it. I think autumn would be my favorite, but summer is a close second.
To each their own.
We agreed on our favorite though.
We did, but for different reasons.
What's your reason?
I love fall because it's just nice cool weather, nice long sweater shirts, nice just pants, not have to worry about shorts and skirts. Sit outside, read a book, and just enjoy the weather and not sweat. And the trees are gorgeous.
We are going to cut off this debate and start walking. Are you excited?
I'm so excited.
Yeah, let's go! Go
We're gonna find some
thrifting!
fun stuff.
We will do a haul at the end of our shopping day and show you all of our goodies that we
I just hope it's good stuff.
Fingers crossed. Let's go thrifting!
I really want
consider it. It's hard because that's like so neat, but
Yeah.
I just don't think it's worth it. Okay, I don't know if you can hear us, but we're in line for some cinnamon roasted nuts, and Nicole has informed me that she does not like cinnamon on nuts.
It's weird.
It is delicious. How coffee is one thing. This is sacrilege.
Whoa.
It's cinnamon.
Crazy.
Taking a break, breathing since we're outside. I got some cinnamon roasted almonds. What'd you get?
Salted and roasted cashews.
Nice.
I love cashews.
That'll be great when we're feeling a little bit peckish as we shop. We have officially finished barn 1. It's really bright, I can't see. And we're just about to head into barn 2, and that's where Allison's booth is. So I'm very excited.
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, let's go. It's called ABC Market. It is so cute. She's got tons of candles. There's the Shire. I'm looking at the Pemberley one. It smells so good. A close second, because that smells like cookies. She does this really cool thing where she carves out different words in the pages of books, and I think that's so cool. What'd you get? Cute! I truly cannot decide between which one I want. I think this one. Oh, it's so hard to choose. What'd you find?
Oh, I'm just looking up.
Because it's fudge. Are you having a problem?
I'm hungry.
The wind is probably really loud, but if you can hear me, we just took the most awkward thumbnail photo. But it turned out pretty good. And now we're just gonna walk the long trek back to the car. Happy with our spoils? Oh yeah, we did a little damage. So we were back in Nicole's car. We may or may not have taken a trip to Tropical Smoothie and gotten ourselves some lunch.
So good.
I got my usual sunrise sunset smoothie with no sugar but added honey instead to sweeten it up in a healthy way. And then I got a wrap with chicken, rice, and bacon. I tried not to eat too much of the wrap because that's a lot of carbs. And if you didn't know, I'm on a low carb, low sugar diet. Not diet, lifestyle change. Sometimes you just have to make allowances for things like that, depending on where you are. You just gotta make the best of a bad situation. My cinnamon roasted almonds.
Are they in the car?
Yes, they're in the car.
I'm so sorry.
While we were sitting here, I wanted to answer a couple of more of your guys' questions, and I thought I would let Nicole weigh in on them too. How long have you been singing? So that's me, probably been that much here.
I don't sing.
Do you want to give an example of your singing?
Nope, I can't do it. I was going to try, but nope, I can't do it.
You thought about it for a
I
second.
did, but it's like people are going to watch this, and I don't want to embarrass myself that much.
All 10 of my followers.
500 something.
Yes, 500 something. And I am grateful for every single one of you. How long have I been singing? Since I could talk. What I loved to sing most was Disney songs. Constantly. My favorite was The Little
Disney
Mermaid.
rocks.
She's still my favorite princess. And I sang it so much that I was able to mimic her voice and sound pretty much just like her.
Wow, I did not know that. Like one line, go for it.
Up where they walk, up where they run, up where they stay all day in the sun, wandering free. Wish I could be part of that world.
So nice.
That wasn't my best.
She's making a face.
It wasn't my best.
Don't make a face.
Wow, beautiful smile. Thank you. And you have a beautiful smile too. Come to that. I was supposed to ask a question. How was your day? Well, if you've been watching so far, my day's been pretty awesome. I've been hanging out with this one, which is always a treat.
Awesome.
And we did some thrifting, which is my happy place. So it's been a great day.
I think so.
Yeah.
I've enjoyed it.
How was your day?
I've had an awesome day.
Huh? Why?
I gotta hang out with a cool friend.
Oh, yeah.
Gotta go spend money. Gotta have an amazing lunch.
We definitely spent money. Haul to come. Just you wait. It's coming. What is your favorite food? You can go first, because I have to think about it.
I don't know. I like meat. One of my favorite dinners, I usually have on my birthday every year, is like this pounded chicken, and it's breaded and fried, so really unhealthy.
Before my lifestyle change, I would have said ice cream and pizza. Those were my two favorite things.
You can't go wrong with those.
I can't. I'm trying to think of like the basic things I eat now, because I can't say bread, because I can't have bread anymore. Can't have ice cream, sugar.
You know, I was gonna say, on your vlogs, you often, when you make breakfast, it's like toast, but you can't have toast anymore because it's bread. But you do like the egg and avocado on it.
I do an avocado spread that's really good. I will link the video right here where I give, right above Nicole's head, where I actually share the recipe with you. So good. I mix that with chicken and bacon. I'm trying to think of like a thing I couldn't live without. But it's not food, it's a drink. I could not live without my tea.
That's not a food.
I know. Kroger has this sliced rotisserie chicken that is to die for. And I would eat that every day if I could. That is delicious. That was a very long answer. I'm so sorry. I'll try to edit that down to something concise. What is your favorite type of pasta?
That's just cruel. She can't have pasta.
I can't have pasta anymore. That's
Spaghetti.
so sad. I know the person who wrote this was not trying to be cruel. Not having bad carbs, it sucks in a lot of ways because all my favorite food's gone. But I'll tell you what, it's great for losing weight. Video coming up on that here soon. What's your favorite pasta? Since I can't answer it, you can answer for me.
Spaghetti. So I love Olive Garden.
Who doesn't love Olive Garden?
Parmigiana. Chicken Parmigiana. Airplane.
We're filming. Do you mind?
I don't think they do.
Carry your passengers across another airway, please.
No laughing while I'm drinking in my car.
It never fails. I always seem to say something funny. At least funny to her when she's drinking. It's always when you're drinking something.
You realize if I spit out, it's going there.
You defile the vloggy with anything. You are dead to me.
I'm not taking you shopping anymore.
You know it's an empty threat.
You're drinking. You're just rude.
Okay, I'll do one more and then we'll save the last two. What kind of job do you have? I mean, it's a fair question because some people don't know what I do. So if you didn't know, what I currently do is nannying. I nanny for a family part-time and I was attending school for the other part of the time. School is now finished, so that means that I'm able to start applying to jobs I want to do as a career. Honestly, if I had a choice, I would be oh, you okay?
Brain freeze.
Oh no.
I'm just drinking too fast.
I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm good.
You sure?
It passed. Yep, I'm good.
Honestly, what I'd like to do if I had the choice is be a YouTuber full-time. Like just do YouTube videos, earn revenue from that, work with brands and brand deals and do that kind of thing. That would be the dream. But since the dream is not here yet, I went to school to learn about social media marketing and management. So that kind of ties into what I already do, which is manage social media. I mean, it's my social media, but I'm still managing it. It taught me a lot of things about different platforms and how to utilize them correctly and more efficiently. It was really fun. I really enjoyed it, but that's the job I would like to have coming up here. If anybody will hire me with little to no experience. I mean, I have experience doing my own thing, but I don't know if that counts.
I think it should to some degree.
I mean, I have managed other people's social media accounts before. I have so much more to offer than just that. I can do social media marketing, photography, photo editing, writing. I can write your statuses for you and your captions and your blog posts. Like, I can do all of those things, but there's no one job that encompasses all the things that you can do and are good at.
You have a website though.
It's active, but I just don't think anybody will hire me for the price that I would need to charge.
Yeah, because it's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work. It's not easy. But if you want to check out the website, I will link it down below. It's Sable Rose Social Media Marketing.
You know any small businesses? Help her out.
Hit me up. I can help you out. We can do the whole smorgasbord. And on that last question, I think we will pause for now. We've decided we want to hit up Half Price Books since it's right across the street, and I want to look for a specific book series that I've been loving.
What series? Oh, you mentioned that. What? Oh, Thorn something Rose.
A Court of Thorns and Roses.
You know, I had 2 of the words.
You did. I will warn you guys, the book is a little saucy in places, which I didn't realize going in. It's a little saucy.
Saucy.
A little saucy. It's not Nicole
Nope.
approved. She's too young. She can't
I'm
handle
older
it.
than her.
Too young for your eyes.
I'm gonna drink my smoothie.
But anyway, it's a very good book besides the sauciness.
Can't drink.
I'm not even trying to be funny.
Oh, it's a natural funniness.
It's just me.
See, you're just naturally funny.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Aw, thanks, Nicole.
I'm done.
Ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, let's go. We're alone in this section of the bookstore, so I'm gonna put my mask down. I found a TV series of Friends. It's the 6th season, which I don't have. I don't have a couple of them, but I'm buying them slowly so that they're not too expensive. And then the books that I wanted to buy, they don't have them here. So I might just try to find it from my library and just make my life easier. And it's cheaper. Well, as you can see, I'm in a totally different house than normal. I'm in Nicole's house. She kindly let me borrow her living room so that we could show our haul for today. Our beautiful haul. Mia! Oh, she chose me.
I put my hand back.
This is Nicole's cat, Mia, who you can, I think, only see the tail of. I am quite allergic to cats, so ask me why I'm petting a cat right now. Crazy. Because she's so cute. I put my hand out and she goes,
The moment she sees a hand, her head is there. I got you. This is Mia. She's gorgeous. Say hi. You're on camera. I'm like on the falling off.
I feel like I'm back in childhood where you had to like pose in photo studios with your sibling and you had to do one of these. Before we open any of our purchases and show you our cool haul, I wanted to ask the final 2 questions that you guys asked me on Instagram.
Answer questions?
What'd I say?
Ask questions?
I want to answer the final 2 questions you guys asked me on Instagram. First one is, if you had to use only one beauty product for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Eyeliner. Eyeliner helps my eyes pop.
That is a mean question. How am I supposed to choose? Okay, wait. Does beauty product include skincare? Or does it mean like your foundation, your blush, your mascara, your
That's what I would
eyeshadow? Okay. Skincare aside, because I can't choose my skincare.
I know what you're gonna choose.
Do you?
I think I do.
There's a couple options.
I think I know, but I'll tell you if I'm right or wrong after you answer.
Bare Minerals Tinted Moisturizer with SPF 30. That is my go-to thing that I would always want to have because sometimes you want to have your skin look a little bit more alive and less like Casper the Friendly Ghost.
That is not what I thought you were gonna say.
What do you think I was gonna say?
Mascara. I remember in Ireland, you forgot your mascara. So you're like, Nicole, can I borrow your mascara? Yes, here it is.
You know, that's probably more of a practical thing to say because if I didn't have anything else on my face, I would still want mascara to make myself look a little bit more. I'm changing my mind.
I knew it!
I would say the Gifted Mascara by Tarte. That is my favorite one. It doesn't make my eyes crusty. It doesn't bleed into my lower lashes over the course of the day. It's really good.
I have had you spot on all day today. It's kind of creepy.
I don't like it.
It's freaking me out a little bit.
This means you're a good friend and you know me really well.
I'm a good friend. Yay.
The very last question, you know who you are. Choose one place in the world you could go visit and who would you take with you?
Me! Just kidding.
Well, I'd love to go back to Ireland, but I've already been there. So I guess I would say England because I've always wanted to visit there. And I can do a pretty cool and convincing English accent and fit right in.
She really can. It's really easy. It's not hard. I can't do it very well. This does not sound English at all. I mess it up. I can't do English accent.
I'm not
good.
It's really not. To be fair, I have been practicing since I was around 10 years old, and I've been listening to audiobooks, particularly the Chronicles of Narnia. I listened to those on repeat over and over and over until I had it memorized from beginning to end. So I was able to mimic the accent really easily, and I've always been able to do that. But this is a very posh accent. This is not your typical what you hear all the time. This is very Emma Watson. This is very Hermione Granger. What you normally hear, especially in London and a bit more in those places where they speak, I don't want to say sloppily because that sounds really rude and uncomplimentary, but it's just a different way of speaking. You don't speak so posh, you don't pronounce your H's. It's a bit like a southern accent in America.
Oh, I guess so.
You know what I mean? I don't know, it's a bit more lazy, it's a bit more laid back, and it's really fun to do. And then you've got your Scottish accents. That's a bit hard to do, but once you hear it and once you get the melody down,
And she
it's
can just
not hard.
switch like that.
But I listen to a lot of people with accents. Like constantly on YouTube, I listen to them. So I have a lot of time to practice. I'm probably overdoing the Scottish one with the melody and everything, but they seem to always end their sentences on a question. They always seem to end it on an up. Maybe this is a bit more Irish. I don't know. Scottish and Irish I get mixed up unless I hear them separately.
I have no idea.
Because when you hear them separately, they sound totally different. But if I'm just thinking it up in my head and trying to get it right, I don't always get it right, so don't come at me. I would say England would be my place to go, because I've already been to Ireland, but Ireland's a close second. And I would probably take you with me.
Would you really?
I would.
Oh, I feel special.
You're my travel buddy.
Yay.
Yeah.
I feel special. Oh, it's so hard to choose. I want to go to Guadalajara, Mexico.
Why?
Because they have circle pyramids.
Oh.
I would be able to study my archaeology and anthropology stuff down there.
That's cool.
And be able to explore the pyramids and understand and learn so much more about them. I love the history of it.
You know what we didn't choose and we should have? Egypt.
Egypt
We
would be
both
awesome.
are really fascinated with Egyptian mythology.
Yeah.
And we really like it. It's something that we're both really fascinated by. Obviously we don't believe in it, but it's just from a fascination perspective, it's really
It's just
fun
historical.
yeah.
It's fun to learn history.
Yeah.
It's fascinating. Would you want to go see the pyramids? I'll take you then.
Sounds good.
We're hiking up them all the way.
Next week's vlog, we'll see you in Egypt.
I'm talking Mexico.
Oh.
Those pyramids. Circle.
Oh.
Oh, come on. They're fat. You get green forests. Okay, fine. I can go to Egypt first and then Mexico, but we're going to Mexico.
So, should we put all of our stuff on here?
Sure.
Just pile it on. Who wants to go first?
I can go back and forth.
Okay, these are in no particular order, by the way. I like clip-on earrings because my ears are sensitive to certain metals, so they react badly sometimes. So clip-on earrings are super nice for long wear, and I bought these. They're so cute. They're little pearl earrings. They were $4 from a store called Love Unique Things. LUV. I really like that purchase. I think those will be really cute. I put them on to show you, but I'm wearing earrings today. See, now my nose is getting itchy.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Mia, it's all your fault.
I know, she looks at me. What did I do?
And then she rolls over. Alright, so my first purchase was this beautiful book of Black Beauty.
That is pretty.
Oh, isn't it gorgeous?
Oh my word, yeah.
I love it. I love the vintage style old books. Black Beauty was always one of my favorite stories growing up. Simon & Schuster Classics, $4. Great condition. So she got earrings, I got a book.
And then Nicole actually spotted this, so I have her to thank. Thank you. I have a big love for amber bottles. I think they're so pretty, and they're really expensive because everyone loves them and they're in high demand. So Nicole spotted this guy, which I think is so cute. It's just this little medicine bottle, I think. What I want to do, I have a big one. I want to do 2 more, so this will be one of the 3. And I'll have them in a cluster and have all of them filled with fake flowers or even real ones, and they'll look really pretty as a table centerpiece.
I have this beautiful tri-basket hanging basket thing. I kind of picked it up and put it back and picked it up and put it back and fine.
You thought about it for a minute.
I did. I really thought about that one, but I love it.
Home with Ashley is where she bought the basket. So I stumbled across this little shop called Fresh Home Kitchen. That's their Instagram handle, and they had such cute stuff. I wanted everything. Obviously, I couldn't afford to buy everything, but I did splurge on this. It's a mug, right? Nothing too crazy. It's got a cute pattern, but it's just a mug. Wrong. It is a cool mug for tea drinkers because it has a little tea pouch to put your tea when you're done steeping it so that it doesn't get in the way when you're drinking. I think that is so genius. Why did no one think of this sooner? Yeah, this was $14.95. It's microwave, dishwasher, and oven safe.
So from the same shop, I got these cool spoons. So
Oh, you bought them. I didn't realize.
Beautiful decorative handles. And it's cool because it actually says handmade, helps create employment and opportunity for artisans in rural Kenya. Yeah, handmade in Kenya. Yeah.
That's neat.
But they're beautiful. I can use them for like salad. Gorgeous. I love them.
Good pick.
I bought popcorn. Couldn't help myself. So good.
I bought something from Home with Ashley, and it's this cute little dish. It's really pretty. It's white and gold, which is right up my street. And I was thinking this could be really pretty to display something in my kitchen or my coffee corner. This was $5.
I'm embarrassed about this one, but I bought fudge. Super excited about that.
To share, right?
Sure.
That sounded really convincing. One of the coolest items I bought is this really huge 1-gallon jug. It has a little handle so you can carry it, but my thought, and I wanted a lid in particular because my thought was to fill it with cold brew. I could take this to one of my local coffee shops and have them fill it up with cold brew so I'm not wasting on plastic. And it's just, I mean, it's adorable. Who wouldn't want to have their cold brew in this adorable mug? Mug? Jug. Wrong ugg. This was $9, and thankfully Nicole came in clutch. She's such a good friend. You did this for me last time too.
Same place.
I didn't bring any cash because every other vendor does card, but this one person, and of course I find something at her booth every time. So I didn't have cash on me, so Nicole lent me the money, and I will pay you back.
I trust you.
I'm good for it. I don't have much, but I do have $9.
You better.
Or what?
I'll keep the birthday present I bought for you.
You wouldn't dare.
I would. Actually, it'd be pointless because I bought one for me too. It was so perfect.
For both of us?
Yes.
That's rare. We have very few common interests.
I think you'll like it.
Okay.
I think you will.
I trust you.
You do it in a few months.
That's fine.
Give it to someone else. I don't know who though.
There's no one like me in your friend circle. Or am I your friend circle?
It's a line.
It's a lie. It's a lie.
I'm so alone.
I am too. We can be alone together.
We're on the same line.
Real quick, I'll add this one. You saw me buy it, but I bought the 6th season of Friends. I'm buying them slowly. I want to get all 10 seasons, and I have most of them, but I didn't have the 6th, so I picked that up from Half Price Books for $7.99. Then this last one, we both bought something from the same company. You remember me telling you about Allison? She had the cute as Dickens booth called ABC Market, and we both bought a candle.
So good.
This is her little card. Her handle is also the ABC Market on Instagram if you want to check her out, and I highly suggest you do because she's awesome.
I got the Shire, and it smells so good. It smells very outdoorsy.
She has candles based on books. They smell like the book. In the, you know, the ambiance
How
of
you would
the book.
picture it.
Yeah. She is so good at pinpointing those scents. She has Gilmore Girl themed ones. She's got Lord of the Rings, Hobbit ones. She's got Pride and Prejudice one. I bought the Pemberley one. It smells so delicious.
That is really nice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
This one is a very warm scent. It smells not quite like a fresh bakery, but sort of like a kitchen where things are being cooked, and it's something sweet. Shire is a very fresh scent, so fresh outdoors, fresh clean laundry, that kind of smell.
Yep.
Which I will say is not my favorite personally. I don't like
And that's
clean,
okay.
fresh scents, but I know a lot of people do, and if you like that, you will like the Shire.
I forgot about this one.
Oh yeah, the big finale.
So this one is from the Vintage Vice. Wanted to get this the last time we went, but I didn't because it's expensive.
Half a year ago, last time.
This is a bellows camera. An old, looks like a 5x7 bellows camera.
Well, that is it for our vintage market days of Dayton and Cincinnati. And it was such a good time. I'm so happy we went. Are you happy we went?
Oh, so happy. It was awesome and incredible.
You know when you go to places like this, you will find things that no one else will have. And they're going to be unique pieces that will last you a lifetime. And Mia is trying to join the conversation. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this vlog and hanging out with me and Nicole. Thank you so much for those of you who watched to the end. If you guys like these vlogs, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you never miss a future video. And I'll see you in the next one. Love you guys. Mwah. Bye!